Welcome to the Viscom booth here at NEPCON Shanghai. I'm joined by Guido Bornmann, who's the head of sales for Asia. Welcome,
Yes.
Guido.
Hi, Trevor. Good morning.
So, tell me, Guido, I mean, we've interviewed Viscom many times. We're very familiar with your AOI, SPI, and AXI products. How do they differ over here in Asia? Because there's always different strategies over here. What is different for Viscom?
Well, here in Asia we have issues with programming. Yeah, so people would like to have programming interfaces in Chinese. So easier programming. The products are running faster. The changeover is less. So it means people need to program faster, and yeah, that's one of the changes. Right?
Because it's obviously higher volume, so the belt rate's going to be faster, and everything is going to be going quicker.
Yes, correct. I mean, the education level is a little bit lower, so it means they want to start faster, and that's it. Yeah.
So is there a bigger demand for automation coming in over here because of the skill levels?
Yes, automation definitely is one of the key factors here, and smart factory is getting more important. So people or customers want to reduce the number of operators, want to reduce the dependency on operators. So yeah, closed loop is a very important factor to automate the whole lines, to collect more information, and yeah, to reduce the dependency on the operators itself.
A lot of your work over here is obviously with multinationals that you're used to working with in Europe and US, who are using the standard systems that we use over here, over there. Are there any variations with some of the local providers over here?
It is. So if you look into the multinational companies, mostly the integration and the programming is organized or controlled by Europe or by US. If you're talking to local customers, we have much more standard programming to do here. Yeah, so people have to start programming from the scratch. So it means they need to go deeper into the libraries, and that's why it's also important for us to offer easier programming for local customers. Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about test strategies, because you have, as I said, a full suite of systems here. What are you doing, or what are you being asked for by customers for test strategies to help with the manufacturing?
Test strategies, if you're talking to the multinationals, are very similar. So what we know from Europe, if you go into local companies for mass production, the error detecting is not so important anymore, but throughput. Yeah? So these customers, they want to have a really, really high throughput. They want to I mean, I don't want to say they don't want to find every defect, but they have a different priority on simply throughput.
It's a trade-off, isn't it?
Exactly, and the challenge is to really achieve high throughputs at 0 SKPs. Yeah, and this one is getting more and more important. It used to start from the automotive, of course, but more and more of the local companies also don't allow any escapes anymore.
Now, I believe that you have a very strong sales base over here, but you're also offering some services as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, indeed. We have about 50 engineers here in China, and they are located everywhere where our customers are. So we have our headquarters in Shanghai, then we have engineers in Changchun, in Suzhou, Kunshan, down in the south, because we have to offer 2 hours, 4 hours response times, and this one you can only do when you have the engineers where your customers are. And So they want to speak in Chinese, so we need local Chinese engineers, and I guess that's one of the key figures for our success here also, to have a big service support network here.
You have to be a little bit more flexible over here because sometimes you go into customers who have got existing test equipment that might not be Viscom, but you have to integrate with it and these types of things. How do you deal with that?
In fact, we have solutions, which is our Open Interface 4.0, where we are basically offering our customers to integrate third-party machines, even competitors' machines, into our closed loop and open interface communications. We have to do it. I mean, if you look into AOI, AXI, we are pretty strong. If you look into the SPI, we are not too strong, but we are offering customers to integrate any kind of machines into our communication interfaces.
And with regards to the AOI, SPI, and AXI, can you compare the different things? If a customer finds a defect, for example, at SPI, can he mine down into the other data easily and comparatively?
Yes, it is actually very easy to display defects on the SPI, on the AOI, on the MXI. If you want to give the operator more information to make the right decisions, we are displaying even third-party SPI results on the MXI. We even have, this one is only working for Viscom to Viscom, dynamic parameter settings. So it means if on the SPI you have a little bit of marginal defects, you can tell the AOI or the MXI to test with a different set of parameters. This one is completely available here in China.
Well, it seems that you've got a very stable and successful business over here. Guido, I want to thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you very much, Trevor.